Hello everyone, welcome. Welcome to today's live energy healing. If you can not hear me well, please let me know. I think we should be fine today. Hi God, sweetheart. Namaste to you. Happy to see you here. So, hi Tia. Okay, perfect. Cloudy fall day in Chicagoland. Amazing. Sounds very cozy when you frame it like that. Beautiful. Yeah, it's been a bit cloudy here in Vilnius, Lithuania as well. But yeah, we can feel the cozy fall vibes with all the yellow and orange colors everywhere. So it's not so bad after all. Today will be a little bit more efficient. So we're gonna get into the healing straight away. I just wanted to give a short announcement, or maybe even two actually. Hello Mary, much love to you, welcome. So next Sunday, on the 9th of November, I believe it should be, there will be no live healing because I am traveling in Italy at the time. And what I will try to do is find a good spot and record a healing for you so that you can have that next week instead. And the other thing is the group healings on Thursdays, for those of you who have been joining that or were intending to join. I'll be taking a break from those in November and December because I have some other related projects happening, and I'm going to be focusing on getting them up and running throughout winter. So the first part of that being online Reiki courses. So I've already been doing private courses online for some time, but to make it a bit more affordable and accessible for people everywhere, I'll be creating online courses that you can do at your own pace, with the opportunity, if you want to have live attunements or ignitions as well. So there will be lots of focus on that, on rest and recovery, and then we'll be back with the group healings in January again. So that was pretty much it, and I think we're gonna get into the healing. So you can just get yourself settled in. Now I'm going to find some music to play today. And again, let's see if we can get the music working on the first try here today. It would be fantastic. So if you can hear the water, the sound of the river, and you can hear my voice, could you please give me a thumbs up or something in the chat? Only voice. Okay. So we'll increase the volume a bit then, maybe now. Okay, good. So another quick note before we get into the healing is I'm working on. Okay, I'll try to increase the sound just a tiny bit. Otherwise, I will blow my eardrums here because it's very loud on my end. So I am working on getting this fixed as well. When it comes to music on YouTube, it's a bit tricky because everything is copyright protected, and they are pretty strict with what you can use and what you can't, of course. But I'm working on getting some of that music. Hopefully I can get some of that music that you have over the last year been happy with, and that it can sound good as well. But just remember that you can always turn off the sound during the healing if you have some music that you prefer yourself, or if you just want to have it quiet. So the guidance, the voice guidance I give is not always necessary. So just remember that. Okay, so please make yourself comfortable. Turn off the sound of your phone for a bit. Just begin by bringing your attention to your breathing. Follow the breath in and out. Follow it in through the nose and deep down into the belly. As you settle in and connect with your body, we'll be doing a little prayer and get the energy going. If you have an intention for today's healing, you can think of that for a minute, or just feel that, what it is that you would like, and offer it to the energy, offer it to the session. And then, as best as you can, just let go of any expectations you have of what will happen with that, but try to be as innocent, as open to the way that your experience unfolds. Today I'd like to offer you a different perspective on these things that we call problems, the things that we come to these sessions to resolve, why we sit down to meditate, do yoga, eat well, exercise, sleep, and do anything else we can to quote unquote heal ourselves. But healing is often misunderstood as removing something we don't like, it's a wound that we put band-aids on until it sort of disappears. But what we do here is a little bit different. These problems are like doors. What it is that you want to experience, or what you imagine you will experience by resolving these problems, is on the other side of that door, the perceived problem. The perceived problem is the door. So what we're doing here, what you are doing, what we're doing when we sit to meditate, or any other kind of spiritual practice that you do while sitting down or in your daily life or at retreat, it's having the courage, or remembering the courage that you have to approach this door differently. Learning how to open and walk through that door to the other side. So the things that you come here with that you would like to get rid of or heal, transcend, change, they are themselves the very thing that will bring you to that other side. So when you sit here now and you feel something that's bothering you, if you do, maybe you just feel peace or contentment or relaxation, and that's great. But if you do have something that's not comfortable, let's not look away from that, but let's look at it with clarity and practice or try the best you can to just sit with that. Look at that door. The happening of walking through that door, the healing, it happens pretty much by itself, by grace. You don't have to do anything with it. You don't have to do anything with yourself. We're practicing here on finding a different perspective, or a different relationship with our problems. Of course, if you have a broken leg, you go to the doctor and they fix you up. But usually here we're talking about some more abstract problems, or suffering in general. The attachment we have to the problems in our lives, the events that we call problems, the circumstances. By walking through that door, we're changing our relationship with a problem. It doesn't even mean that the problem, or let's say that the circumstance, or the sickness, or the pain, or the loss, confusion, that disappears, that thing is resolved. But it does change everything about how you feel about it, how you look at it. It also changes how you see it, the clarity of it. And it also invites complete peacefulness in spite of the problem. And when you have peace, and a problem, the problem doesn't really exist anymore. You might still have a broken leg that's healing, but you're not fighting the fact that you have a broken leg that is still painful. So before treading the sometimes very difficult and arduous, effortful path of trying to resolve all our life's problems, it is better to change your perspective first. See that thing with clarity, without judgment, without feeling like a victim, as if this problem is somehow punishing you, that you have so much karma, that you're a bad person, to go past all of those things and to just see what is actually there. And with that comes most often a resolution, a solution, increased healing capabilities, higher capacity to manifest, to live life in a way that aligns with what you like, what your heart likes. And problems will come and go, but as long as we live in these bodies, in this life, there will be things that challenge us. And to complement, supply this peaceful state with energy, with love, that's what eventually brings the fire to live life among all of these problems, among all the things that doesn't seem to be right. To live with the people that we dislike, to be at peace with other people not agreeing with our point of views or not seeing what we mean. And then we're stepping into something called surrender. Surrendering to what is. It is not a surrender where we give up and capitulate, where we throw our hands down, drop to our knees and pass away. It is a surrender into the fundamental reality, the river of life, what moves all of life. Breathe in and breathe out. Very good. And just shake it off a little bit. Feel that there's tension, restlessness. Just keep breathing into that place. Okay, so that was the transmission for today. If you joined just now, you can rewind the live stream in a couple of minutes when it's been processed. and rewatch so you get everything from the beginning. You can keep meditating if you want. When you're ready to come out, just do it slowly. Don't jump into the next thing too quickly, but sit with eyes open for a little bit, for a minute or two, and just notice any changes. See how you're feeling now compared to before. And yeah, give yourself a little gratitude and compassion and love and hugs, and some to your neighbor as well. I think we need that right now. Lots of changes. Mercury retrograde is coming in a couple of days, I believe. So the intensity is there. And now for many of us, we also have the darkness coming in, the weather darkness, the seasonal darkness. So take care of yourself, take care of each other, take care of the animals and the earth. Try to eat healthy if you can, and sleep. And I'm going to repeat the announcement I gave at the very beginning. So next Sunday there will be no live healing because I'm traveling in Italy for a concert and a spiritual, a multi-day spiritual event. But my intention and hope is to find a good spot to record a video so that I will upload that sometime next week. But you'll still have something. Aside from that, the group healings on Thursdays will be discontinued or paused, let's say, throughout November and December, because I have some other projects that I want to focus fully on, and those will come back in January again, the group healings, and maybe also with a couple of different options in terms of time, because I know that many of you wanted to join, but weren't really able to because of the time difference. So I will be checking that with you again once I'm starting or restarting those group sessions again. But you're still always welcome to check out my website. I'm still offering private sessions by distance if you want, and if you are interested in that, I do recommend to have at least 4 sessions over 4 weeks. That was the original recommendation given by Dr. Mikao Usui, who was the originator of the Usui, traditional Usui Reiki system. And he said basically that 4 sessions is needed to make a noticeable difference in what you're working on currently. And when I say working on, I mean the problems we were talking about before, our spiritual examinations, challenges, whatever you want to call them. And if you want to do that, just reach out to me first, and we can find a good financial solution for doing more sessions. So I do offer different packages if you want to have more sessions set that up at once. Anyways, thank you so much for joining, all of you. Tia, namaste to you. God sweetheart, thank you, namaste. Mary, to you too as well, much love to you. And to all of you who joined without commenting, much love to you as well. Have a nice and easy Sunday, and I will see you again very soon, I hope. Bye.